reason why you have some black men that have, and I would say most black men, because I'm a black man, I'm going to be honest. Why most black men have a low self-esteem about themselves, it comes from a whole lot of places, actually. And this clip here with this black woman is going to share, it leans a lot into it, but let's check that out.
What happens to the spirit of a black boy who grows up in a culture where his community, his school, his home, and everywhere he moves about carries an energy that either silently or very loudly and explicitly says, black men ain't, right? What happens to the spirit of a boy who grows up hearing about black girl magic, but is taught nothing about black boy brilliance? What happens to the spirit of a boy who learns about how black girls rock, but is taught nothing about black boy joy? One of the stories I can share with you about black boys who grow up in a culture like that would have to be a 2 a.m. call I got from a mom asking me to check on her son. And so I do just that because mom knows that I am someone who has had to dig myself from that same space. And so when I pull up and I get there, I learn that the only thing the black boy needs is to feel affirmed, to feel validated in a space where he feels heard, nurtured, and loved, a space that feels safe. I don't know if there's anywhere online for a black man to get that, right? So that's why I create the type of content I do, because I feel like black men are not affirmed enough. Like I see it all the time, like for black women, right? There is an equal amount of hateful content out there, but there is an equal amount of black men who step up and who say these things are wrong. We love black women, blase skip, right? But where is the corner of social media where black women are affirming black?
In American society, it is a negative to be black, period. And especially if you are a black boy, and definitely if you're a black teenager or if you're a black man, okay? So that's just the system we have in America, racism, white supremacy system. Then in our own community, black boys, black men, black teenage boys are not prioritized, looked down upon, targeted in certain instances. And because of all that negativity, if it's not really reinforced and let these black boys know, no, even though all this is coming against you, give them the other side of it too, give them the positivity. And it's going to take a lot of, definitely a lot of men to come in and help those boys and even other men, right? Then you can walk around with a low self-esteem. And because of low self-esteem is why sometimes some black men don't achieve what they should achieve. Sometimes black men, because of low self-esteem, because they choose to date certain women, because of they're actually low self-esteem. Because anytime you see a black man and his self-esteem is raised, notice he don't get no bottom shelf anything, no matter what he's dating or marrying. He's not going to do it because his self-esteem is raised. Now, we know most men's self-esteem is tied to provision. If a man can provide, a man makes money, his self-esteem is extremely high. You don't see a black man who making good money down in the dumps. You just don't see that unless something happened to, something really happened to him, his family, or something to that effect. But the most part, those men are high self-esteem. Those men are smiling a lot, etc. That's why I tell men, as black men in particular, the first thing you got to do is focus on getting your bag, brother. Get it. Because number one, it gives you something to get up in the morning for. You say, hey, I got to get this money or whatever. Once you get your money up, and it's not to say you're throwing money out here or even bragging about that, because really men that actually have money, they're not here bragging about any of it. But you get your money up so you can provide not only for yourself, but maybe a potential family that you're going to have one day. Because once I'm a firm believer of this, and I tell black men this, it don't matter what racists say. It don't matter. A lot of them racists are broke. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a man that took care of your business, like say you applied yourself, I'm a firm believer in your 20s, men, apply yourself. Don't stop wait. Don't definitely get no woman pregnant in your 20s. I tell men that don't ever do it. I mean, unless you meet a special girl in your 20s and y'all get married, that's different. But I always tell men, if you can hold off at least until you're 30 to get married, and I'm not saying be out here just messing around. No. You should actually be focusing on dating and focusing on either finishing your school, trade, building your business, whatever. I think the perfect age for men to get married is 30 and up, because if you applied yourself in your 20s, young brother, then by that time you have enough money for a family. You have enough money to buy a house. You have enough money to take you and your wife on vacation and do more in the business or whatever. And that's just really what it is. And your self-esteem is going to be at a certain level where you're not going to pick any old thing that come your way, because that's a lot of our problem too as black men, because a lot of us have low self-esteem about ourselves, right? We pick any old kind of woman, and that's why certain women are doing what they're doing in society, because we picking them as black men. And versus your self-esteem raised, notice when a dude get the money, notice what kind of woman he started getting at that point, how he completely changed. Why? His self-esteem raised up enough for it. But there are men out here, even though you're in that process, you may not be at the place you want to be, right, financially, but your self-esteem is high because you're going somewhere. You see it coming. And I know some people say, well, I don't understand why he mentioning money, because men, that's just men in general. I have not met one black man that had a low self-esteem when he was doing good financially. Even if he was doing good and he lost money, if you got the ability to gain money, you'll get that money back and then some, because you lost and you figure out what happened in the losses, and then you'll gain. You feel me? See, the brothers know what I'm talking about. They know exactly what I'm talking about. Because you also got to understand, as a black man, they gonna talk about you. If you can't deal with somebody talk about you, I don't know what to tell you. It has to be water off your back like a duck, literally. Okay, they don't like me. Okay, this is no racist. Okay, it don't matter about me. This is what I was always told. You can't stop people from talking about you, but you better make sure to always have people to respect you. People can not like you, but they can respect you. How you carry yourself, how you get down, not getting in trouble, not getting a criminal record, not involving yourself with people that's involved with criminal activity. You understand what I'm saying? Keeping yourself, respectful in society. They may not like you, but they got to respect you. And especially when you take care of your bag, you got your business, maybe you have a good career or something like that. You're in the right rooms with people, talking to people that some people never have access to. You understand what I'm saying? So that's all that goes into it, right? Because we can't sit up here as men and always feel bad about ourselves. We got to get out there and make something good of ourselves. We can have a hard upbringing, don't matter. We still got to make good for ourselves as men. So if you got a low self-esteem today, brother, start working on getting your bag up. Get over that, whatever you dealing with. Look, you can't change the past, but you definitely can change the future.